And Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline.
In a minute, let's see if we can get going in 2
Thank
days.
you very much. Now the calls to shorten the NBA season continue. One NBA president has even suggested a 58-game schedule. And for the playoffs, one and done. He says there's a reason people tune into every football game. The college tournament in 63 games gets more TV money than we do in our entire regular season. The more drama, the more TV ratings, the more money. Kevin?
What's not to like? Everything makes sense. Rest the players, more practice time, and all the things you just talked about. Maybe DA, less is more. And thanks for the report. Here's the starting group for Houston. Paul George is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Pippen. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Ginobili in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, they've got Ewing. Smith is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Sprewell in at the 3 spot. And coming down the stretch here, Greg, a lot left to decide, especially for teams on the playoff bubble.
And, Kevin, the play-in tournaments add another level of complexity. I'll say this. The league now has more teams fighting all the way to the end.
Now here's Brunson. Green with a screen on Doncic. Here's Brunson, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And, you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Doncic, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
You know, with AD's improved court awareness, when guys on his team get open, he'll find it.
Doncic against Brunson.
Oh, I'm here.
And that one, good.
Well, he is looking confident.
Okay.
Love how they're using him so far.
Okay.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Look at Luka playing hard, which is always the way he goes. Hits a foul, but keeps pushing and takes his shot, playing through contact.
And you look at all the things Doncic can do. One in particular, he can control the pace of the game.
And, Greg, I love that about him. His size, his strength, his savvy, his skill set. You really can't speed him up at the offensive end. Everything he does is at his pace and his tempo. He methodically breaks you down.
Luke, what?
It's hauled in by the Clippers. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he
is a transition foul, and we got a nigga already under the toe.
When you're shooting 84% on the season.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Smith outside, fires the 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
Get out of there, man. Get out of there for me.
Outside for Pippen. Davis with a screen on Green. Pippen with it. Patrick Ewing covering. Shot clock at 5. Here's George. Offensive rebound. Here's Davis, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
I'm like, why go to the side if the defense is on, though, bro? I don't, you know what I mean? Like, why? I'm wide open on the side I'm already on. Why go with
the pass to Sprewell?
This shit is not in my control, bro.
Here's Brunson. Ewing left side. Over Davis. And Davis sends it back.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and deny shots.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Doncic. And it's slammed in by Davis.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready
Why
to
is
find you
Jalen
if you're
Brunson
open, so you've got to be
clamping
ready to
on to me
receive.
so tough, bro? This is Jalen Brunson, man. He got no D.
Here's Brunson.
I cannot
5
get
points
past
in the
this
game.
nigga, bro.
Smith outside. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And here's George for three. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Paul George has such confidence in his three-point shot now. It's almost like he expects them all to go in.
Passes it to Green. Smith kicks to Green. Goes up the baseline. And that one hits back iron. Houston leading by 4. Pippen with it. He's picked up by Ewing. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Boy, really good vision, very unselfish. That's why you run offense through Scottie Pippen.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue. That's going to change soon.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
From deep, George. And another three for Houston.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Ewing. Johnson comes in for Draymond Green. DeBusschere, he's checked in for Smith. And it's McKee in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Sprewell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Poeltl's shot is off. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX. And you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers.
He gets it in there.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Doncic. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Pippen. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
McKee against Doncic. Offensive rebound. Poeltl gets to McKee.
Luka, bro.
Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now, here's Doncic. Floats it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here is DeBusschere following the basket by Anthony Davis.
I'm going under. I'm not going over there.
And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's George, and the wide open shot from Ginobili. And
$2 for $1, Manu.
The shot that time, not on target. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of
I
a dry
play a few
spell
more
for
games
sure.
just to get it down packed. That nigga shit slow, brother.
Pass to Sprewell. And he gets the whistle.
Yeah.
2 free throws coming up. That one on Ginobili.
Yeah, you can't doubt that Sprewell has the talent. When focused, he's an incredibly efficient scorer as well.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Barnes is checked in, and he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Again, the miss by Ginobili.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every
get that
time.
Nigga jumping there. That's the only nigga I don't know how to shoot with.
Johnson the screen. Sprewell, the pass to Johnson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Larry Johnson, Grandmama is a dependable forward, excels at scoring in the paint, and doesn't mind thumping and bumping.
He's perfect from the line this time. 11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Doncic outside. Ginobili with the three.
Oh my God, bro!
Bro. I'm finna get kicked off, the first quarter of play.
Like they all been open, but his shit is so wacky, bro. Like it's slow, but it's not that slow, bro. Like,
and so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second.
Bro, and
let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the
game to figure it out.
Spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Draymond Green, McKee out there with Smith. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Ewing in at the 5 down low. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Beard, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you. And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 14.
And with the struggles AD has had to stay healthy, and you wonder, though, if the team's going to focus on having him be at his best for that postseason run and try to manage the wear and tear.
Houston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Doncic passes to Pippen. Ginobili sends a screen for Pippen. And Ewing with the block.
Good read that time from Ewing defensively, showing that he can be impactful at that end of the floor, too.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And so it's Houston with it after the basket by Los Angeles. 6 to shoot. McKee against Doncic. And a deep 3 from George. Rebound by the Clippers. And when Davis is on the floor, Greg, he is a force. But how do you keep him healthy into the playoffs? That is the question.
I mean, sustaining his output over a full season isn't easy, but Davis has had a bit of bad luck with the injuries, so you have to mitigate ways to keep him available.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Like, wow. Now because... I can't even put this nigga in now. That's crazy, bro.
Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for McKee.
That's crazy, man.
Houston leading by 10. Now a timeout called by Houston. And in the NBA, Clark, one singular talent can transform a team, as we know. So if you could play with either a superstar scorer or a defensive player of the year type, which would it be?
I think I've got to go with the defender, Kevin, simply because there are a lot more guys that do scoring at a high level than do defending at a high level. And if you have an elite defensive player of the year kind of guy, he can make a huge impact on your championship chances.
And it's sent back by Mutombo.
Oh, this is Jalen Brunson, bro.
This into the second quarter.
Jalen Brunson, bro, that's blocking me down like this.
Team. And here's Jokic outside. Another miss by Houston. Clippers trail by 10. Poke loose. Beal with it. Now Smith defending. The finish. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Wow, Beal's tenaciousness paying off. He works so hard, and then he'll catch you unprepared and make you pay for it.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 5. Here's Smith. And too long on the shot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Clippers. He hits the second from the line.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
Smith outside. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Pass to Brunson. Back to Green. A 3-ball. Jokic grabs the miss.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Carmelo Anthony's skills right on display there. Taking that shot right into the defense and knocking it down in spite of contact.
So Anthony nails both of them. Hey, Clark, one stat where Jokic is consistently dominant, of course, his rebound.
Well, he does everything well, but you're right. Season after season, game after game, Kevin, he is eating that glass. He stays near the top of that particular statistic. And he knows games are won and lost on the boards, and he wants to be able to contribute in that way. But he is a brilliant, brilliant player, not just a rebound.
Now here's Brunson. 5 points in the game. Anthony with it, and it's Johnson picking him up.
Too small.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Small.
And this is proof that Anthony is just undeniable sometimes. Even the contact can't stop him from getting off that shot. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Here's Sprewell, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock is at 3. Here's Poeltl. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
But Poeltl is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
The Clippers have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Oh, yeah, shoulder down. We're heading to the rack, goddamn me.
But really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it.
Why they making it like Jalen Brunson just got defense like that?
That's how you win games.
And the Clippers call time here.
Melo, that tired already? Like, what?
Here's Johnson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call.
Horrible call.
It's going to be on Jokic.
Clearly,
he can't shoot free throws like that. They're horrible call, though.
Those free throws.
The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities, which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown, but bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Here's Sprewell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. Rebound by Anthony. Here's Houston now. They're on a 17-6 run. Beal.
Well,
it's hauled in by the Clippers. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. That's a floater go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And guys, it's really amazing the effect that Busher has on this team, especially on the defensive end.
I'm going to go look at Jalen Brunson defense.
And incredibly tough.
I know that nigga don't got defense like that. I know that.
58 seconds left in the first half of the game. Anthony kicks to Mutombo. It's stolen by Johnson. DeBusschere against Elliott. Here's Brunson. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Beal. Anthony drives in. It's tipped.
Not doing that, bro. Why y'all doing this to me?
Sprewell, the pass to Brunson.
I'm not doing that.
Here's Sprewell. He's covered by Beal. Now the pass to DeBusschere. Now Johnson. Good defense by Jokic.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Out to the right wing. The 3.
Oh.
Here's Anthony. Off with the layup. And so it's Houston holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the... All right, Dave, thank you. And
Hey, everybody. Always a fascinating story. Our first order of business. Let's catch you up on some trades around the league. We have seen a ton of superstars request trades of late. Anyone you think could be next?
Yeah, me. I can't work in this environment. Y'all always coming at me. Kenny, Ernie, Kenny, Ernie. I want out.
Nah, come on, big fella,
the
big fella.
sensitive.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. You know it's all out of love.
And keeping things moving, what a tremendous first-half performance for Houston.
It's obvious crashing the boards was a point of emphasis. They're rebounding by committee, and their dominance in that category is a key reason for this lead.
Their opponent needs to find some Windex because they need to start cleaning the glass.
Ooh, Ernie, I see how you did that.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It
That's
is back
how
to
I
Kevin
know
Harlan
I'm
and the
not
crew
myself,
for the second
bro.
half.
I'm shooting 45%. I never shoot that bad from the field, bro, ever. It's always 60 and up. That's how I know I'm off like a motherfucker today, bro. I'm really not feeling this shit. I ain't gonna lie. But like I said, I got it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Checking out the group for Stephen Silas to start the second half. They've got Ginobili. Pippen is out there with Davis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. And it's slammed in by Davis.
AD doing what he does. 24/7, stuffing that stat sheet.
And looking at Anthony Davis, a huge part of this team.
Sure is. I mean, along with every team he's been on. This is a superstar player. I mean, no question about that. He can headline a roster full of superstars. Not much on the floor that AD can't do.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
Up top, Doncic. Brunson covering. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Davis, the pass to Doncic. And some nice passing there by Houston. It's stolen by Green.
Oh my God, bro! These niggas
Here's
is just
Sprewell.
it's just so much shit
Play
that
by
you
Green to
cannot
set it
control
up.
on this game.
Sprewell's got 4 points this quarter.
Like, why cutting in and you already open on the 3-point line, bro. That shit makes no sense, my nigga. God damn, bro, that makes no sense. And they always do that shit, bro.
So it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Houston. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Ginobili outside. It's Pippen on the wing.
All right, why AD not posting up over here? But he talking about he got a mismatch.
Back to Ginobili.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all see the shit I'm talking about? Bro? It don't make no sense, bro.
Here's
he got a mismatch, but he's running away from the ball, bro.
George's all-around game is very impressive.
I got to swing the ball all the way around the court just to get him the ball because he won't come on the side of the ball on the post up, but he got a mismatch.
Now.
God damn, bro.
Here's Sprewell. He's covered by Ginobili, and it's Sprewell missing.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Doncic with it. Brunson picks him up, and he comes up with the deuce. Davis has got 16.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Smith outside. The tray. A three-pointer is right on target. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I ain't got down play. God damn.
Here's Doncic.
Move, AD!
2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze a defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Barnes, he's checked in for Los Angeles. McKee comes in for Jalen Brunson. It's good on the putback.
And Ewing with that size really creates a tough matchup, especially when he's attacking the offensive board.
Why did not shoot that?
Davis inside, guarded by McKee, and Davis throws it down.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Pass to Smith. Over George. Rebounded by Manu Ginobili.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Pippen a screen on McKee. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And how about the IQ there by Ginobili in that pick and roll? He is so good with being able to thread the needle with that pass.
Clippers trail by 21. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. McKee with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Barnes can't get it to go.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Like, AD, bro, pick a fucking side and stay there.
Doncic
pick a side and fucking stay there, my nigga. Please, bro.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
Doncic, such a difficult matchup. Too big for a guard, too skilled for most wings. Luka is simply a problem in capital letters, exclamation point.
Los Angeles calls timeout. A different look for the Clippers. Pirtle, he's checked in for Ewing. Johnson comes in for Green, and it's DeBusschere in for Smith. And then for Houston, Mutombo, he's checked in for Davis, and Carmelo Anthony has subbed in for Doncic. Houston leading by 23.
See some strain.
Outside Anthony. Kicks it to George.
You do got to
Ginobili outside. Pippen, the pass to Mutombo. Stolen by DeBusschere. Knocked loose. Paul George with the steal.
Damn, Mutombo.
count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Houston.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious.
I'm not.
They're jumping
I'm
past
not him
lanes
today.
and coming away with a lot of steals.
I can definitely be beat
Another
today.
place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
George dishes to Anthony. Clock at 6. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Armstrong's checked in. .130 left to play here in the third. They get a hand on it. Stolen by George. Goes up, and it's George.
Deep.
Finishing it off.
Hey, it's one thing to have the physical attributes, the length, the athleticism to play good defense, but the other part of it is the instincts. And George thinks and feels things defensively as well as anybody in the league, and really excellent instincts at that end of the floor.
Pirtle's shot is off.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful. This is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And Anthony gets double teamed. Pippen with the wide open look. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Pippen's got 5 now.
Excellent confidence on display there from Scottie Pippen. Feels like he can take and make these shots whenever he wants to.
Armstrong against Anthony. The fader.
Oh, no.
It's rebounded by Houston. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And George with this stuff.
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Armstrong. No points in the game yet for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's DeBusschere. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Pirtle has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Houston. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Armstrong is out there with Marlin. Then it's Ewing. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Barnes, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Pass to Armstrong. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the games. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Mutombo is screen on Barnes.
Well, when you shoot it as good as Paul George shoots it, it's hard to stay down on his shot fake. It's really remarkable how he gets defenders to bite on it more times than not.
And the first one at the line is good.
Jalen
Brunson. He's checked in for Armstrong. Davis is checked in for Houston. Doncic comes in for Carmelo Anthony.
This shit is wild, bro.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Brunson kicks to Marley. Here's Ewing. Bank shot. No good.
The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
And it's Davis with the jam.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
There's the pass to Marley. Barnes outside. Ewing sets a screen for Barnes. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Houston. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Drives to the hoop. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Davis using that athleticism to battle it out on the glass. From in that tight, hard to stop AD.
Passes it to Brunson. Shoots over Doncic. Brunson, no good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Houston. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Capable of slicing his way to the basket. All Doncic needs is a sliver.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter here, going 0 for 4 so far. Here's Brunson. And they get it back. Outside Crowder to halt the run. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Doncic.
Get out of there, Appeal.
And foul on the shot.
Why do y'all niggas
shoot
run
2
straight
at
into
the
goal?
free throw line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Boy, Doncic is so good at going at the defense. And when he goes at him like that, it puts the defense in a tough spot. Very crafty.
Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg, I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it.
AD. Good pump fake. Great pump fake.
And with those
good pump
points,
fake, man.
He puts an end to that 10-0 run by Houston.
Up top, Doncic. Brunson covering. Pippen for 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Brunson scanning the floor. Barnes passes to Brunson. Ewing, a screen on Doncic. Brunson. Off target from 3-point range.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Pippen finds George.
Oh my God, bro.
And a miss there on the triple.
I think I might get out.
You gotta feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Houston making some changes. Elliott's checked in for Ginobili. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Paul George. On defense, Houston. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Brunson, good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
I'm saying he got a mismatch. Y'all niggas do not got mismatches.
Doncic against Brunson. Doncic dishes to Davis. Out to Doncic. Launches it. Ewing gets the rebound. Ewing's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The Clippers shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Barnes passes to Brunson. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making six figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
Shot clock at 6. Doncic passes to Elliott. Another miss by Houston. Clippers shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%.
My league shit, bro. Today.
Here's Brunson.
Not
going to go that time. And Houston the other way.
Boys getting on her, and this is the outcome. Even though I'm still whooping their ass.
1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Beal against Brunson. They could use a bucket. And Beal lays it in.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for Houston.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And in a two-game season series, you always want to take charge of game one, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against the Clippers.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Davis.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Pass to Elliott. Takes the three. It doesn't go for him. On offense, here are the Clippers. And here's Brunson. Pass to Green. Smith right side. And the miss. So we see Houston taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, a great team victory. What was most satisfying to you about the win tonight?
We just played hard. You know, we just played for each other. The ball was moving, wasn't sticking. And, you know, guys made the right plays. You know, and that's what we've been doing all night, all season. And you know, I'm just glad we came out with the win.
Well, it was a great win, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.